Hey everyone, how y'all doing? First, I just want to point out that my hair looks fucking horrendous today. Like, I don't know what my bangs are doing. Everything just feels gross. Like, I should probably just wash my hair, but I think I might color my hair today. So, hopefully I'll get that done and then I'll feel so much better. But I just put it up in this little clippy doodad deal and I don't know what's going on with my bangs. If you have bangs, you understand the struggle. Some days they're amazing, and to be honest, I'm pretty lucky. I feel like most days my bangs don't look like this, but every once in a while you sleep on them a bit funky and you literally regret it the next day for the whole day, and it's just what it is. But with that out of the way, I mean, that's a stupid kind of trivial thing, but today I'm bringing you guys another The Future is Female video, and today I'm going to be talking about why I am going braless for 2017. And this is actually kind of a development that's not necessarily new to me. I have not worn a bra since I think the beginning of October in 2016. This was just sort of like a slow process for myself. And now I think if I was to put on a bra, it would just feel like totally weird and like abnormal because I've just gotten so used to it. And it's only been about 4 months, I guess, but I just really kind of feel like this is just how it's meant to be. I want to start this video by saying that obviously this is not me passing judgment on anybody if you love to wear bras, or for some women, I totally understand that it is a need. This is not me telling you that you're wrong, that you're not a feminist, that you are, you know, disgracing womanhood or something ridiculous like that. Like, the whole point of these videos is women empowerment, and if that means you do something different than me, then that's totally cool. As long as you're not, you know, thus negatively enforcing other women in your life, or, you know, if you're somebody that thinks everybody should wear a bra. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that either, but if you are somebody that enjoys it, and if you're somebody that feels like you need it, by all means do it. This is just a video that I wanted to make in case any of you out there are maybe thinking about making the transition yourself, or maybe it will just be kind of eye-opening and enlightening, and will at least put it in your mind somewhere that for a lot of women, they just aren't necessary. For myself, I am a C cup, and I don't particularly have issues with my breasts really feeling like they are weighing me down or that they are giving me any back problems. I have never really felt like they are very large or anything, and so it's just never really been an issue for me to go braless. I think for me, the biggest transition within the past couple of months has just been being okay with not having the shape that a bra gives me, and also not having the coverage in the sense of, you know, obviously it's the middle of winter outside, things get a bit nipply out there, and it's definitely been a bit of a transition for me to feel okay feeling almost exposed. But I think that this is just a very societal trained mindset that for women we can't expose our nipples, even if it's not like a full exposure, even if it's just exposure through a t-shirt or a sweater. And that is just something that I've really tried to push out of my mind, and something that I have just come to terms with that is completely ridiculous. I mean, my husband, for example, he can go outside, and if his nipples or something are showing through his t-shirt, it's like no big deal. Nobody will even take a second glance. Like, you know, obviously when people talk to him, they aren't like staring right at his chest. And it's just really concerning that as a woman, for some reason, that is a part of my body that is overly sexualized, and I don't enjoy that, and I'm not for that. And so this is kind of my way of taking a stance and feeling like I'm doing something good for myself that kind of helps to boost my self-confidence, and honestly just makes me comfortable. I hate the feeling of bras. Like, I think most women do. I know some women really like it. I know that there are women out there that even sleep with their bra on. I have people in my life that are like that. And so again, if that is you, I am not telling you to stop doing that. This is a video 100% dedicated to me telling you, do what you want to do. For me though, they are exceptionally uncomfortable, and I am just one of those women that, you know, when I got home at the end of the day, the first thing I did was take off my bra. That was always like honestly one of the things I looked forward to the most, was just being able to rip that thing off and then just feel comfy in my house and not feel like this insane amount of constriction, because it's just not comfortable to wear clothes that have wires in them. And even wireless bras, I've tried those in the past, and I must say that if I feel the need to wear one, those are what I like to wear. But now that I don't feel this need to wear one, I have really transitioned those out of my life altogether as well. And I've noticed that now, since I've been doing it for so long, it just doesn't bother me anymore. Like if I am out and about and I feel like I look down and I can see my nipples or whatever, it's just not a big deal to me. Like I just, honestly, to me, it's just like, okay, whatever, I have them. It's not a surprise. And obviously they are going to show through certain fabrics more than others. Now, I still don't wear anything like super sheer or anything like that with no bra. To be honest, I don't really even own clothes like that in general. But I'm just talking about like, you know, the general outline. It's like that doesn't bother me. And so doesn't the fact that my breasts are maybe not super perky and perfectly round anymore. It just doesn't mean anything to me. And there are times where I like more lingerie just for the sexiness of it, and it can be fun to kind of like put something like that on and you just feel very confident and you feel sexy, and I think that that's very important. What I'm talking about is more from like a practical everyday standpoint. For my particular breast shape and size, it's just not necessary for me, and I just don't like it. And I think at the end of the day, that's really what it comes down to, is I just hated wearing bras. So why do I wear bras? You know, at that point, I was truly wearing bras for other people. I was wearing bras so that my breasts looked a certain way to everybody else, but like I personally don't give two shits. Like I'm very confident in myself, and I'm very confident in the way that my breasts look, and I really like it. It's actually one of my favorite parts of my body, and so I don't really want to cover it up. I can understand wanting to enhance that, and then again there kind of comes in the more kind of like sexy lingerie look that I can sometimes really enjoy, but for my day-to-day life it's just more of a nuisance than anything. You know, they're expensive too, and even though I still have a good collection of them, it's definitely nice to not feel the need to purchase them anymore like I used to. But I do also want to point out that there are times, especially in the summertime, when I'm wearing like tank tops that maybe have some interesting, you know, crisscrossing, or maybe have, again, like a more of a crocheted kind of look or something like that. I love bralettes, and I love the look of like that as a fashion piece itself, and not so much as like a necessity because I'm a woman, if that makes sense. I know last year Victoria's Secret, they launched this like super amazing bralette line, and I seriously fell in love with everything. I think I bought one of like at least each style, and then in some of them I even bought 2 or 3 because I'm just like, I'm just obsessed with them. But in the summertime, that to me is like a fashion piece, and I particularly like to make a statement with it where people will see it. I don't just hide them under a t-shirt or hide them under a sweater. They are part of my outfit that day. And so if you guys see some of my videos, you know, here coming up in the summer months or something, and you're like, oh, I thought you weren't gonna wear bras this year. When it's done as like more of a fashion statement and not as I'm a woman and I need to wear one, then I'm totally okay with that myself. I know some of you may be thinking, I just don't feel comfortable, and you know, I can totally understand that. It took me a while to transition into this. Like it wasn't like immediately I just woke up one day and was like, I'm not gonna wear a bra anymore. Fuck you, society. And then I've carried on my life since. Like that's not how it works. Like again, this is a mindset that you kind of have to work on. When I started, like I said, it was kind of in the beginning of October, and it was getting very cold outside, and so I was able to wear like a lot of sweaters, a lot of super like chunky knits, and that to me was really helpful because truly when I wear a bra under a sweater versus when I don't, it makes almost little to no difference. And so that was a great way for me to transition into it, because I just got used to every day not wearing one, and then I'd throw on a sweater and like nobody could even tell, nobody would know the difference. And so I still felt confident, I still didn't feel like I needed to cover myself up or anything, but yet I was slowly kind of transitioning into this whole like no bra thing. And then now obviously I'm in a t-shirt today. Not every day I'm gonna wear a sweater. Some days are gonna be warmer than others, some days I'm just not gonna want to. But now that I've sort of just gotten used to this, it has really helped me to just not care anymore. And I am just somebody that totally believes in doing stuff for you. I mean, truly at the end of the day in this world, my opinion of myself is what means the most to me. Like I want to be happy and confident and proud of myself. I'm not gonna bullshit you guys and say that like other people's opinion doesn't matter to me, because it most certainly does. When it comes to something that is just as sexualized and in my case as a necessary as a bra, I just don't care if you think it's weird that I don't wear one or not. Like, to me, I feel confident and happy, and I think most people too, when I'm out and about, I really don't think that's what they focus on. And if they do, then that is their own fucking problem. I have a lot more to offer to this world than like perfectly rotund and perky breasts. And that is just something that I want to relay on to you guys. And I want all of the girls that are watching this video that may feel like, you know, especially if you do have an A, B, C cup and you just kind of put this thing on each morning and you're like, okay, cool, this isn't really doing anything. Or like, you just, you know, again, are that person that like loves that feeling at the end of the day when you get to take it off. Just think about how you can have that feeling literally all the time, and it's amazing. Obviously, if you're a woman that like it gives you back problems and like you literally just need that support, then by all means, I'm not telling you not to do that. This is all about just making you comfortable in your own body. And for me, this is what makes me the most comfortable. It's what makes me feel the most sexy, and it's what just gives me the most confidence. And so that's why I've decided to do this and why I will not be wearing unnecessary bras this year. Again, know that this is just about empowerment and about starting a conversation. If any of you have done this or are thinking about doing this, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to talk to you guys about this topic. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to y'all next time. Bye.